Hello, fellas and ladies. Hello, ladies and gents. My name is Jason, and you're watching Ray of Light Tarot. If you're watching me, yeah, this is Ray of Light Tarot. You can call me Jason, or you can call me Seva. You can call me Jay. You can call me Jay Birdie. And we're doing Sunday Night Live tonight, so come and hang. It's gonna be fun. I promise. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Is everyone having a nice Sunday evening? I hope so. From the bottom of my cold, chilly heart, I hope so. Hello, Izzy. Nice to see you. How's your Sunday going? What's up? What's up? Madison, how you doing, sweetie? Cheers to you. That's good. That's good. Hey, Mary, nice to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Hey, Mel's nice to see you and welcome. Hello in New NYC. What is your, hold on, Dorit? Is it Dorit? Dorita Shearer. Dorita Shearer. Hello. In NYC. I do. I have a cold heart, tulip girl. Yeah, I'm doing questions tonight, but it's not for free. Unfortunately, I don't have a backup job or a backup source of income, so I have to charge for this. But yeah, I've got a little list going and ordering Postmates, BRB, but I'm going to send to be on the list. Okay, Madison, I only have 2 on the list right now, so you won't be, if you send now, you won't be too long of a wait. Right now on the list, I have Noriko. Yeah, there you go, Noriko. I have you on the list. And Shannon, hey, you're both here. Good. Helping my son with homework. Oh, okay, Shannon. Well, I've got you. You're second on the list. So I'm going to start with Noriko. And then I think Madison's about to get on the list. Anyone who wants to get a reading, it's $20. You can send your payment over to Cash App. The Cash App is $Ray of Light Tarot. It's all one word. $Ray of Light Tarot. And we'll get you added to the list just like that. So let's do this. No hat tonight. Guess what? A center, you win. I'm not wearing a hat. Oh, you're a bit sick. Vitamin. No, I'm not sick. I'm not sick necessarily. I had a fever the other day, a low fever, but yeah. Go ahead, Noriko. We'll start with you. Okay, Mels. Thank you. Okay, Shannon. No problem. I'll definitely holler out for you before I end. But if you come back in, just let me know, and we'll try to get you taken care of. Okay. I'm doing just so you guys know. No, I'm not sick. I did have a low fever the other day at the doctor's office. Well, first I had a low temperature, like low normal temperature. It was 97.9, and then I had a little bit of a low fever. But okie donkey. But it's been fine. And then I'm doing the intense cleanse portion again. I'm on day 1 of an intense 10-day cleanse because my mom's just starting, and I wanted to be kind of like a support to her, so I'm doing it with her. And so I'm a little hungry because I'm not eating again. I'm barely eating. Much, Jody. That's very kind of you to say. We can all be that. We just have to. It takes effort. Trust me. There are times I want to curse people out and tell them to F off and everything else when they're rude. But you know what? Just put a little effort in. We can all be a little bit of a light to people if we try. I know, Shannon. I noticed that, but that's why I read Okie Donkey because I thought it was funny. I think why don't we just say Okie Donkey? I think Okie Donkey is cute. I always loved Eeyore on Winnie the Pooh. Being hungry can make me a little bit moody, and that's why when you do the cleanse, one of the things you need to be aware of is that it can bring up emotional stuff because a lot of us eat to suppress emotions. It's often used. Food is often used as a comfort to suppress emotions. So when you do this cleanse, things come up. Okay, Noriko, thank you, Triple Fire Sun. I'll get you on the list too. Hey, Stacy, nice to see you. Okay, I have been seeing a guy named Devin for a few months. Where is this relationship heading to? Any potential for long term, or is this one of the relationships that have been a lesson and move on? Okay, let's see. All right, so guys, I'm gonna do Noriko's question now. So let's try to hold comments in the chat because they distract me from my connecting. So I'm gonna do Noriko's. Please hold space for him or her. Sorry. Yeah, so Mary Rose, yeah, I am still accepting money tonight for readings. I don't have a too big of a list yet. I don't know. A few people may have gotten in there, so there may be like three or four ahead of you. I'm not exactly sure. She wants to know, Noriko wants to know, I've been seeing a guy named Devin for a few months. Where is this relationship heading? Any potential? Let's see. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for allowing me to connect today, and thank you for the clear and direct messages. Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, thank you for being patrons, pillars, cornerstones. What's the guidance for Noriko in this situation? There's a strong physical attraction between you and this person. So that is something just that's coming out. I want to make a note of. You're moving toward a Six of Swords energy with this person, on the way to a Nine of Cups energy with this person, but you also have the Ten of Swords here. This person is King of Pentacles. So here's the thing. I feel this person and this situation could potentially be very, yeah, same to you, Madison. This person could be potentially be very stable in your life, a stable force. The relationship itself, the connection may have some ups and downs. It's also a wish fulfillment in some ways, or there's wish fulfillment attached to this connection for you. So this really could turn out to be something really special in your life. Now, we don't have any major arcana here. And so based on the fact that there's no major arcana here, Noriko, and there's also some swords, right? You've got that Ten of Swords energy. This is a relationship that may require you to really do some inner work and letting go of some things you're holding on to. Because this is coming out right next to the Nine of Cups, I don't think this is about this connection having a really bad ending. I think what this is saying is that this connection is something that to get to this Nine of Cups, you're going to have to really go in deep, like do a deep dive into the pain and the stuff that left you with that Ten of Swords the last time. And really, there's some things that need to be released to allow this to become what it's meant to become. I mean, you've got some nice elements here. You've got this nice sort of passionate, sort of sexy beginning. You've got this wish fulfillment. You've got this King of Pentacles energy here. I'm going to clarify this Ten of Swords. We need to find out more about that. Thank you. What's the Ten of Swords about? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, there is a resistance in here somewhere, Noriko. So you've got the Hanged Man and the Tower, two major arcana, and it's about something you've been sort of holding on to and not wanting to move or to deal with or to let go of. It's time to go ahead and let it move. You've got to let things. This relationship is coming into your life, and it's going to bring you some happiness, some good things, and it's also possibly very much about transition for you, moving from one area of your life to another, accomplishing some things, but you've got to let things shift. You've got to let things change in order to get to where you want to get to in this relationship. It's tied to your values system. Some aspect of your life has not been moving forward, and the tower's coming in and saying, no, enough. It's time for this thing to be broken loose and things to move forward. So anywhere you find resistance in your life or your resistance to change, you need to address that now, because anytime you see a tower coming in, it's something you want to address as soon as you can so that you don't have a big painful moment that the universe has to send in to make things change. You know what I mean? But as far as this person, the King of Pentacles, Page of Wands is a great starting energy for a fun time with someone, and the King of Pentacles is a great energy to represent what this person can be in your life. King of Pentacles is what's up. I'm a King of Pentacles right here. We are stable, we're steady, we're reliable, we're loyal, we're strong, we're sexy, we're awesome. No, I'm just kidding, but no, it's a good energy, and it's an energy you want in a partner and someone you take seriously. And it's someone you want to take you seriously. We're talking about hubby material, Noriko. Okay, I like that, and I like the way it feels. Okay, hold on one sec. So we're gonna go on to, guys, go ahead and refresh your screen. We're gonna go on to Mel's, Madison, Mary Rose, but we've got Mel's, and then I've got Tripp's fire sign here on the super chat. So Mel's, then Trips, then Madison, then Mary Rose, and then I'll come back to Shannon. Speaking of fast and Ramadan, yep, I read that. We feel you, Tulip Girl. We feel you. Thank you for being here, Rebecca. I was just thinking when Noriko asked their question, I was thinking, I need a moderator here. And then you show up. Look at you. Look at you in a jam. You just show up. All I have to do is think of you. It's pretty cool. Hey, Z. Nice to see you. Oh, wow. Thank you. Yeah, he definitely has a King of Pentacle energy. Oh, yeah. It feels good, too. And he looks like me. Like me? Rico is my friend. Ah, Rebecca, got it, got it, got it. I just sent a payment. Okay, Stacy, we'll get you added as well. We just have a couple people ahead of you. So let's go ahead now to Mel's. What's your question, Mel's? Mel's, what is your question, my dear? Gotcha, Jody. Thank you. I'm gonna put together a little list here. There's a few people ahead of you, but I'll put together a list in just a second. We're on Mel's. Everybody, refresh your screen, or leave and come back to make sure you're not on a delay, because I just moved. I went out and came back in, so you might be on a little bit of a delay. Oh, thank you, Z. I like thermals. I'm comfortable in thermals. I like long sleeve t-shirts and thermals. Those are like my go-to, almost like my PJ wear if I was wearing PJs. What lucid dreaming last night when I was lucid dreaming last night when I felt something grab my left calf. Like I felt nails. Something held me down. I couldn't move but repelled the energy. If you could give me a message from... Ooh, that doesn't feel like a good experience. Yikes. That feels kind of scary. I'm getting a sense it may have been one of your grandmothers or great grandmothers, and it wasn't an intent. They weren't intending to harm or hurt you. I was thinking also at first, mentally thinking, not channeling, but thinking like, oh, that sounds kind of like a Pleiadian, because you sometimes will feel them touch your leg and stuff when they're ready to communicate with you. A Pleiadian communication, but no, they would not be. It wouldn't generate that kind of uncomfortable discomfort that you felt. So it could be a relative, an ancestor, someone who's crossed over. Thermals in Florida seems interesting. Yeah, we get some cool weather here. You know, not the weather in Florida doesn't get cool for a season, but we have days, like a couple of days. We'll get a cold snap here for like a day or two, and then it goes warm again, and then another cold snap. You definitely need to have some warm weather close here, or cold weather close here. What's going on with Mel's? What does she need to know about this encounter? What else? Ooh, yuck. No. No, thank you, 40 degrees and rainy. It's like a grandmother energy. This person's actually not bad. It's not a bad energy. I know I think it made you, I think it was more that it caught you off guard, and someone was trying to comfort you, and whatever the energy they had to put in to make you feel it, it caused the opposite reaction, and it maybe even came across, like you said, kind of harsh, or felt like fingernails. That wasn't the intention of the energy was not bad. The Judgment card is attached to it. What you want to do is do some meditation to clear your mind, because you've got what blocked the energy from part of what blocked the energy coming through was you weren't in a place where you were ready to receive it. I don't think it was more than one person. It's possible, because the thing they were showing me to look at that made me say grandmothers, I have some pictures on my mirror, and the thing I was shown to look at was a picture of my four grandmothers, my two great grandmothers and my two grandmothers holding me. So that's why I said it, I think it was a grandmother energy. It could have been more than one relative, but it definitely feels like that type of energy. They're wanting to let you know not to worry about someone in your love life, that they're growing, they're coming back. Someone's moving towards you as a Knight of Pentacles, and they're growing into a King of Pentacles. They're wanting you to know that they're helping you with something. The Judgment card is here. Do you see how this angel has? Do you see that sort of? I don't know if you can see what's in the angel's hand there, but I'm seeing a face, and this is a positive energy. This is it's a positive energy or entity or entities that wants to help you through some difficult times. You're wrapping up a difficult cycle. You've got that, again, that Nine of Swords, but also the Nine of Wands. These are two very uncomfortable energies. So a lot of the reason you had that sort of strange experience is because of the energy you're in, right? A lot of our experiences, people that say that are like, oh, I see demons all the time. Well, a lot of times, and no offense to people who have that experience, a lot of times the reason you see demonic things is because that's where your mind is. That's where your experience is. Not that you're demonic, but that's what you're vibrating on, and it's horrible. And I'm not saying anyone's intentionally doing that, but I mean, I know, like, when someone like puts like a comment to me like, this world is full of nasty, rude people, I think to myself, well, why do you see that in the world? I mean, we all know that there are nasty, rude people out there, but I don't think of this world as full of nasty, rude people. Now, this is a real experience you had, but the way it came was not the intention. From both sides, the intention got messed up, is what I'm saying. This is a good energy, or energies trying to communicate with you. And it's about your love life, and it's about your experience you're having now, where all this, you're at the sort of end of something that's been really difficult. The swords, right? The wands too. It's the wounded warrior energy. You're being called to sort of cut through the webs of the and confusion, and know that you're being assisted on the other side with your situation. So that is also a confirmation. When you see that you have help from like ancestors with something, that's a confirmation that your soulmate connection or soul connection with someone is an important one for your life and for other things. When people who are like ancestors want to help you with that, that's a great confirmation. So a lot of earth energy here. There's also a King of Swords energy here and a King of Cups. They're not in the reading, but they're in the bottom of my deck, so it's just of note. But it's like a shifting energy. This person's like had King of Cups, King of Swords, reverse, and then upright, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, moving, and it's like a growth energy for some person, like maturing or something. But I definitely feel this is not a messenger that's a negative energy or a dark energy. It's a positive energy, and it's like a very light energy. There was some kind of bad connection there. Like it didn't, the message and the connection didn't come through the right way. If you want to be more open to communication, that's what it's about. It's about you not worrying and knowing that you're being assisted. And other dimensions. I know that's what it's about. I can feel it's about you having, divine assistance and a lot of help. But if you are open to that kind of communication from loved ones who have crossed over in the future, make sure that you have really taken time to clear your mind, and you're vibrating really high. Because I used to think, well, unless I'm vibrating high, I can't communicate. No, that's not true. Communication can come through at any vibration I'm at. It's just not always equally high vibrating entities. When we're in low vibration, we can get communication from entities that want to encourage us to kill ourselves. I mean, it's a dangerous thing. Energy, opening yourself up. It is. It can be if you're not aware of what you're doing. So, and I know you're sort of aware. So it's a good energy though, and a lot of that was unintentional stuff that happened. So make sure you release any fear associated with that, show an attitude of gratitude, and prepare for that message to come through in a different way. But it's about you and not worrying, and knowing that you have help on the other side that is there for you and is going to make sure that the situation that you've been worrying about that's coming out as all nines works out in your favor. So that's pretty cool. I like that. All right. Next, go ahead, triple fire sign. Go ahead and put your question up. I think you already did in the donated thing. How does Lloyd feel about me? Where is this relationship going? Got it. Is it triple fire sign? Yeah. Love you too, Mel's. Good luck. Yeah, it can be startling for sure. Like, I've had moments like that too. I didn't hear, but I like saw audible voices talking about me, and it freaked me out one time. I know that sounds strange to say you saw audible voices, but I don't know how else to describe it. because I didn't actually audibly hear it, but there was no visual. It was like seeing voices, forming words. I don't know. But it scared me. But it wasn't something to be afraid of. What about this? Lloyd. Tips. Well, Lloyd is very resistant to this connection. 7 of Wands. So that's a problem. Lloyd is super resistant to this connection. You're being called to do the opposite of what your gut makes you do. So like your heart and your gut makes you want to give and be patient and kind and sort of nurturing. But you're being told that while this person's very resistant, you need to be that sort of mirror them back, whatever they're showing you. Like Queen of Swords is an energy that doesn't put up with any BS. She doesn't spend a lot of time congratulating someone for doing what they should already have been doing in the first place. The Ace of Cups is in reverse here, so I think what I get from this is that there's resistance right now, but it doesn't mean the connection's a bad one. The Knight of Pentacles is also here again for you, and so that means this person is probably making a loop around to really be more mature, more willing to want to commit to something with you, but they're just not there yet. Right now, they're super resistant. They're blocking the doorway. They're on the defensive. And you're being called to not push that, but if anything, just go, yeah, then I don't need this. Like Queen of Swords, cut it out of your life while it's being that way, and let it back in if it comes back the right way. Lloyd needs to go through some balancing right now. The Strength card, Major Arcana here. That's the only Major Arcana that came out for you and Lloyd. And this is about, when we're talking, because I was really asking about Lloyd in this situation. So when we're talking about that, this is about Lloyd needing to balance his energies. Masculine and feminine, we all have both of those within us, right? We are both very much creatures of duality when you think about the fact that we do have those energies, whether you are a divine feminine, whether you are a divine masculine, we all have both within us, right? He needs to balance his energies. Right now, his masculine energy is overwhelming the feminine energy. So that means his energies of action and doing things that are less heart space or intuitive are overwhelming that side of him, that feminine side that knows the truth, that can be comfortable in the wisdom. So the other side needs to sort of step up and suppress the masculinity a little bit. That's not going to happen in this connection. So you can do that a little bit by sort of mirroring some masculine energy. The Queen of Swords is the most masculine in that sense of the queens, because in the sense that she is not going to stay. She's going to balance the logic here. She's going to balance the logic and say, no, we don't put up with a lot of BS, and I don't nurture someone who's not letting me in the front door, right? It's very much telling you to go against what your heart wants to do and to be smart here, because you're actually hurting the relationship potential by being kind and nurturing and loving and putting up with someone's BS. You're just doubling down on what he's already doing negatively to the relationship when you do that. I know it doesn't make sense, but this is the truth, I promise. So the only chance that it actually has to help here is when this person's already being defensive in the emotional, spiritual levels, you go, okay, yeah, I want to talk to you, neither, and go do what you need to do, because you're not going to put up. The fact that the Ace of Cups is in reverse is not a big deal. The fact that it's here is a bigger deal. That's a good thing. That means there is potential for a new beginning in love, which is a divine gift. The aces to me are gifts from the divine. They're opportunities for something new to come in. But there's a lot of healing that needs to take place that's not happening, okay? It's just not happening. Yeah, I wouldn't even text again. I wouldn't ask him anything. I would make declarative statements. This is not going to work because you need to change. This is not going to work because you're being pig-headed and stubborn and not thinking about what's really important, or not say anything really, because you don't need to say anything here. You need to be the Queen of Swords and go about your business, because whatever you're doing right now, and whatever he's doing too, but whatever you're both doing energetically has the Ace of Cups in reverse, which means Spirit's been trying to give you guys a new opportunity in love here, but it can't even it can't even come in. One of you's got to start working with the energy of what's going on. So anything you do, if it feels like what you're doing is kind of going against the way the universe is showing you to flow, don't do it. Even if your heart is begging you to do it, if you know, well, this isn't what I'm being shown, a situation that's this way, so we want to react and go, wait. But if the universe is saying, no, this is the way it is right now, flow with that. Flow the direction you're being shown, because there is potential here in the future with some good cards here in the Major Arcana. But right now, there's too much solitary healing that has to take place that's not happening. It's in reverse. So until that starts happening, there's no chance. All you would get if that person answered your text and said, yeah, we're going to do this right now, we're going to be together, we're going to do this, it wouldn't work. You would just repeat a fun time and then go back to where you're at again. You would repeat this cycle and over and over and over until somebody changes and gets it. There's too much solitary healing that needs to happen. It's probably being prompted by the connection, which is good. That's usually how this happens because the lovers is there behind that in reverse. So I think the connection is the prompt for the healing. It's just not happening yet. It's being resisted. And the only thing that's probably going to make it happen is this person forcing himself to lose you for a little while. So you got to be okay with that and trust in the fact that there's a bigger picture here, and it doesn't involve the immediate pain you're in right now, the immediate frustration. It involves being strong, being faithful, being trusting of the universe and why people come into our lives, and looking down the road a little bit and just trying to really focus right now on being someone who is anchored in the truth and in what's real and in what's right in front of them, and also in the truth that nobody comes into our life by accident, and they don't get snatched away by accident either. But usually if there's true and authentic love there, they'll come back around. And the fact that this person's in the Knight of Pentacles energy in the near future is a good sign. But that can be slow moving, so you got to be, don't have high expectations of anyone, and just focus on yourself right now. Okay. All right. Thank you, triple fire sign. Next is going to be Madison. You're welcome. What's up, Madison? Yeah, sometimes I allow super chat for minis. I did just now for triple fire sign. I didn't say okay, but it was okay. It was no big deal. I think I'm about to close the list though, so nobody else. Nobody else. Yeah, you're on, Rebecca. I saw yours come through. Gracias. I recently went on a couple dates with a Libra, new guy. And I was just wondering, hey Carlos, I was just wondering if you had any insight for me on the connection. Yeah, let's see what's up. I like him so far, but some things are red flags. Well, let's see what comes out in the cards. What's the outlook for this Libra for Madison? Welcome, thank you. Thank you. What's the outlook for Madison in this Libra? Oh my gosh, stop showing me stuff like that. These spirit guides are tripping, man. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, this thing has actually real potential, Madison. It has potential to end in the lovers, or it has potential to end in heartbreak. It has equally good potential to go either way. And guess who it's up to? You. It's all up to you. You've got this Four of Pentacles here, so you've got to decide what to do with the excess energy of value attached to other people. Should we put it that way? You've got to decide what to do with those other pentacles. Here's the potential. You've got the Ace of Swords, Judgment, and the Chariot. It's all good, right? But the Lovers is here at the bottom of the deck, but we also had the Three of... Where'd it go? I threw it off or something. The Three of Swords was here. And, you know, that's heartache, heartbreak. So it's like they're both potential outcomes. Heartbreak, happiness. Heartbreak, happiness. The Lovers is a major arcana. The Three of Swords is not. So what that was intuitively telling me is that it's more likely to go the way of the Lovers. But again, the Lovers itself is not, it's about a choice too. So, I mean, you have choice in this, but you have choices to make, and they involve sacrifices. So you need to be aware of that, right? He's like in a weird limbo with his ex, and I'm just not here for it. Okay, well, listen, I understand that. Like, I get that. But guess what? This is saying you, because I know that this little Green Riding Hood is not him. This is you. This is not the Libra. This is you, Madison. Little Green Riding Hood is you. So this is saying what's within your control is, you know how soul connections kind of tend to mirror us in certain ways when they come into our life? Well, guess how he's mirroring you? He's in weird limbo. You're kind of in some weird limbo with some emotional connections in your life too that have been hanging around. So it doesn't surprise me that he's got some weird limbo too. Facts are facts, yes. And so what you need to do is if you're not here for that, and I wouldn't be here for that either, get rid of your weird emotional limbo, and guess what will happen and magically fall away? His weird emotional limbo. Pretty quickly after yours is gone, his will be gone too. If that's what you want, because I'm telling you, these cards are not accidental. Ace of Swords, a whole new beginning, and an honest, communicative, honest relationship. This is good. I like the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of freedom in the Ace of Swords, and it feels good. Damn, okay. I'm not trying to go for your jugular, girl. I'm just trying to give it to you straight up, no chaser. And I like the Judgment card too, right? I mean, the Judgment card is a major arcana that's about, it's not, I mean, it's about awakening, but you already woke. This is about seeing new horizons, new understandings coming in, and it's all moving you forward in a beautiful way with your light and shadow work balanced out. So I feel like there's so much potential for happiness here. Yeah, the outcome could end in heartbreak though. So are you, I know you're not here for any past BS, but are you here for somebody that you don't know for sure how it's going to go? We have to be if we're going to be open to love. So you need to be here for that. And you need to be here for the possibility of a beautiful outcome. You said he's Libra. There's strong Gemini and Cancer energy here. Not that that necessarily means anything about the person, but Gemini and Cancer energy are pretty cool. I like those two together because Gemini, the one thing that's kind of, the one piece that I would say that's missing from a Gemini being the ideal partner is they have trouble staying in their heart space, right? Because they're so like great ideas, great communication, fun, 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 great social life with a Gemini partner. You can have a lot of fun just like adventuring, right? But then they've got this Cancer. They're not good at staying in the heart space because they are very sensitive when they're in there. But then this Cancer energy is saying, "Oh, Cancer, that's watery. That's very watery." So if someone's got these two combined energies, I am there for that. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. As mentioned, he's very emotional and possessive, which is huge. It is, and I like this combo. Just talking about what these two major arcana's energy is about. Okay. So let's just say whatever the four pentacles you've got in your little lockbox there, Madison, it's time to deal with some things. And I know, listen, I get it. I don't know if the Puerto Rican is your twin soul or who. I don't know who's what to you, but I know that it's hard to cut out people to really clip those attachments that go real deep. So you can't expect and clear your energy as much as possible and set an openness for the potential for unconditional love going forward with this Libra who feels like they could offer you a lot and looks like, based on the cards, there could be a great relationship there. So I feel this. But you know what you want to do if you don't want to see this weird limbo energy from past partners, you know what you got to do to set them right up to mirror you back. No, Monica, unfortunately, we're already shut down for the night. I just have a few more on my list I'm working from. Sorry. You guys got to turn your notifications on Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays right at 9 o'clock unless I announce earlier. Get on here and get on the list because I shut it down pretty quick because I get worn out. My energy fades so quick. I'm sorry. Carlos, Sag dealing with Scorpio. Nice. Yeah, Scorpio goes deep. Yeah, it does. You got to let go. You got to let go. You just have to. You just have to let go. No matter what the connection is, no matter, in fact, the stronger the connection is, the more you just have to let go and trust, right? Just trust. That's what I do. I just trust. Just trust. It's all going to work out somehow, some way. However it's supposed to. Okay, so, okay, thank you, Monica. So, well, let's move right along to Mary Rose, you're up. Man, what am I talking about? This shake is so good. All I've had to eat today is an apple and an avocado and a cucumber. It was good though. Yeah, just go with the flow, do some releasing. It's not that Ken, it's not that they're intentionally trying to be dickheads. What it is, that it's unconscious. Unconsciously, when you have an energetic connection and you're holding on so tight, they don't get to feel any of the pain because you're the one holding all the energy, going, oh, staring at it. So they're off doing their thing. As soon as you let go and cut it off, all that energy flows over to them and they're the one that feels the disconnection. And they're like, wait, where are you? Hey, where did so-and-so go? Ken, where are you? It's just how it works. It's not like someone's consciously like, I am evil. They have let go. I will get them back now. No, it's not that. It's that they feel it, the disconnection. When you let go is when they feel the disconnection and it starts to really feel icky for them. So that's a lesson for people who are holding on going, when are they coming back? Never, as long as you're holding on staring at the situation. That's when. previously said that the Gemini man from UT has good intentions toward me, but will my friendship with him become a romantic relationship given that I live in CA and he has a very possessive mom? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it's crazy, right, Ken? Oh, Rebecca. Nice. I like it. My mom is on is on day one of the cleanse. She's not a fan of the shakes yet, but I told her she will be soon. Give it time. What's the guidance for Mary Rose regarding this Gemini? What's the likely outcome of this connection as far as romantic or platonic or what? Can you clarify the Six of Wands, please? Okay, so yeah, I think this is definitely has a potential to become romantic. This is one of those special things, and here's what it is, because it does have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment or like a wish card, the wish coming true type of thing. And then the clarifying the Six of Wands is the Nine of Cups. Also the Knight of Swords. So what I get from that is that it is like a victorious connection, but you've also got, I'll get to that in a second, because you've got like the Seven of Pentacles here. So you're being guided to be really patient with this person and this connection. Some of the deepest, like a lot of twin soul connections, deep soulmate life partners, they start out very much as a friendship because you know each other, right? So it's an easy friendship. It's an easy connection when you feel like, oh, hey, I know you, you know me, I know you. We've known each other for lifetimes, right? Like, I didn't know that happened. Well, it does, and that's an easy connection. But does evolve sometimes when both parties are open to it. Now, the Hierophant is here at the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Wands. That means both parties are going to be open to it, to me. So it feels like with the Hierophant, constant orbit from the time they come in to encounter each other until the end. Now, you do have the Ten of Swords, though, and that Seven of Pentacles. So you're going to have to be patient. And this is the most beautiful connections are usually the most difficult, too, for at least for a time, right? They're difficult, and you have to be okay with that. It's funny he's a Gemini. He comes out King of Wands, and what that says to me is right now even though you're not in that romantic place yet or in each other's lives, even though you're not yet, this person is feeling the passion for you. They are feeling the heat. It's like that song, "I'm Gonna Get to You." You're gonna feel the heat. It's a strong passion already there. But by the time they come in, they're coming in Knight of Swords. So they're coming in their energy, Gemini in his energy, ready to tell you, truthfully, this is how I feel, this is what I want. That's a strong Gemini right there. Very mercurial. I like that. Yeah, Ten of Swords attached to the Seven of Pentacles. So it's not going to be an easy ride. You've both got all this betrayal energy behind you that you've got to let go of. It's just like I was telling Madison, you can't bring, if you bring this into the connection and your Gemini brings this into the connection, you both apparently have a lot of pain from your past, a lot of, bad pain, betrayal pain. You bring that in and the it's gonna be a tough time. Everything looks like it's gonna work out well. You just have to, I think the reason they're saying it's gonna take time, it's not time yet, is because this is stuff that's still being dealt with by both of you. And yeah, I don't see anything about the mom here though. So I wouldn't worry about his mom or the bipolar or any of that. I think that's more of an excuse for this person. And that's okay. I'm not, giving him a hard time, but just based on what I see, it might be more of an excuse because you're both needing to move very slow in this. Even though the connection may feel very strong, the need is to move slowly and be patient with it because there's so much healing from the past that needs to happen. You can't, and you need to be glad that it's moving slow, and you need to be okay with that, Mary Rose, because you don't want this past to be brought into this connection. It has the potential to be so beautiful and victorious for you guys too, and you don't want that to be brought into the connection. You want it to be a healthy connection. So I think it's got a lot of good potential though, and that's exciting. I like that for you. So good luck and congratulations in advance. Thank you, Mary Rose. Next is Rebecca. What's up, Rebecca? I've been watching old episodes of Cheers a lot lately. I bought like the whole season, the whole series. I'm on season 3 right now. Any advice? And I was thinking of the character Rebecca Howe from Cheers. Any advice from Spirit about the connection between Adam and me? Let's see. Any advice regarding Rebecca and Adam? For Rebecca, what does she need to know at this time? Wow. It's so interesting because a lot of the energies are shifting really quickly. Okay, so Page of Swords, which is usually about someone really watching you more than you realize. Five, you know what's interesting? The Five of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So that's a big thing about perception. Like you could choose, Adam could choose, you could both choose to look at things from sort of a glass half empty perspective or a glass half full perspective. But the Page of Swords means somebody's usually watching you or trying to figure something out, collecting information, missing you, whatever it is. Someone's keeping a close eye, whether you feel like it or not. Someone's got their eye on you. Now, you're coming out as the Empress in this. So what it tells me is you, in your sort of divine feminine knowing, the divine feminine human expression of the divine feminine, know that you feel very abundant in this connection. But look at on either side of you. You've got the Seven of Wands and then the Six of Wands. I feel like it's about the same areas of the connection that are right now causing someone to be maybe defensive or a little bit closed off are the same elements and things in the connection that are going to bring it to a positive outcome, to success. So that's really interesting because, you know, these are both cards about wands and fiery energy. And on one hand, someone is being defensive and closed off a little bit and not open to something, but they're becoming, it's leading to victory, success, a feeling of knowing that publicly, everyone publicly going, ooh, I like them together, or some kind of public acknowledgement of something that was very much wanting to be private. You know, this is private, this is public. They're just such different energies, but they're the same elements, but different energies. So, and you're right in the middle of this. I do feel like the way it's affecting you, even if it doesn't feel so good, you're doing so much right now. You've raised, what it looks like to me is you've raised the vibration so high. Ace of Cups too. I like this. I like this. You've raised the vibe so high right now. You're going to learn a lot about that. Well, it is nice, but you're going to learn a lot here. Raising the vibe high like this in a connection, when you're in a connection, twin souls, something really amazing happens when you do that. Other connections that are not twin souls, something very different can happen. And you're going to see that one way or the other in this, because someone's going to be a little bit almost, it feels like your vibration is almost disorienting to this person a little bit. It's disorienting, but not in a bad way necessarily. You just kind of need to take a sort of a wait and see approach to this. Ace of Cups is where the shuffling stopped with the King of Cups behind that. So there's definitely going to be some opportunity for growth, but even the King of Cups, Rebecca, is not a match for the Empress. Like the only match for the Empress really is that Emperor. You know, the King of Cups is a great energy, very loving, very great, but that's not her partner. That's not her true match. Empress? No, it's just not. I mean, it's beautiful though. This has potential. I don't want to go too hard on the it's not, but I'm just saying that isn't something to make note of, whatever that means. It doesn't mean this person isn't your true partner. All it means is their energy is not keeping up with yours like you want it to in the near future. But there is a real gift here, some real opportunities and some great beautiful it's a beautiful connectivity, and it's a really soft there's a real kindness there between these two. I mean, you see this King of Cups and that dove there, even though she's the one who's more, you know, evolved and sort of in even a higher vibe. He's getting so much help from Spirit to keep up. It's so sweet. Like Spirit is really trying to nudge this guy because you deserve someone like this. Spirit is just nudging this person and trying to give them all this help to buoy them to be up to what you deserve. It's very sweet what I feel from this, but it's still not quite what you know are quite what you maybe deserve or is on par with you. Do you know what I mean? I do deserve it, damn it, I do. Yes, I like it, you do. Are you ready, Shannon, for your question? Good luck on that one, Rebecca. But don't, that's the whole point. Like, don't stop vibing high just because somebody's not quite up. Look, Spirit's working in there, getting things done. You're welcome. Love you too. What's your question, Shannon? Thank you, Rebecca. I've been struggling with work, hanging in there for 1.5 months so far since giving notice and the COVID thing. Your situationship? Okay. What is the good word for Shannon, guys? Fool here as the overall energy. So you're coming into this, you're definitely like working your way into this new beginning energy where it's going to be time to really have faith and sort of act and work on faith and nothing else. Got a lot of majors for you, Shannon. You've got the Hermit card and the Strength card. So definitely lean into the Hermit card energy right now. I mean, what other choice do you have, right? Lean into the Hermit energy. Experience it for what it is. Know that the quarantine is good for you. The quarantine's good, right? It's a good thing. You do have the Ace of Swords here also, a new beginning coming your way, which is 8:43 over here. How can I make sure to make? Yeah, so for 8:43 9. What time is it on the where are you? Wait. It's 9:43 here. So yeah, I would be on at 8 p.m. your time on Wednesday, 8 p.m. your time. So Shannon, you've got these two majors, right? You're being definitely called to lean into this one, but it's shining light into it's going to help balance things in your relationship as well. See how the Hermit's shining that light right onto the Strength card, and that light is what's helping balance those energies, the feminine and masculine, sort of taming the beast, right? Calming things down where they need to be calmed down, necessary taming of the beast, right? But look what you've got with this Ace of Swords. You've got a Knight of Wands coming in. I'm not crazy about the Knight of Wands. I'm not sure what the Knight of Wands is about. You're welcome, Mary Rose. Thank you. I'm not sure what the Knight of Wands is about for you. I'm not sure why someone's coming in as the Knight of Wands when you've got this freeing new beginning energy. Just remember, if someone moves towards you romantically in the near future, be open to whatever it is because there's a lot of passion here, but be also aware and alert that it could be a test from spirit to make sure you're not putting up with less than you deserve. Because the Knight of Wands can be shady. The Knight of Wands can be shady. He gets super into something for a minute and then he leaves. He'll come on Netflix and chill with you, but he won't stay to finish the movie. You know what I mean? It's just it's kind of a, I don't know. It's shady. It has the potential to be shady. Everything else looks super good. You've got all these majors, the Fool, the Strength, the Hermit. The Ace of Swords is almost like a major for you. You're going to be seeing a lot of truth. The only reason I feel so strongly that this Knight of Wands coming in, and it could be a new person, I don't know who it is. Only reason I feel so strongly this Knight of Wands coming in could be like a test is because it feels like with the Ace of Swords, you're being given this gift of clarity. So why are you getting this gift of being able to see things so clearly and then all of a sudden a Knight of Wands comes riding in? That sounds like Spirit is just laying it out for us on a silver platter. Hey, you're going to be tested soon. You know what I mean? It just feels that way to me. Like they're just really letting you know, like, you can expect a test in your future. So be aware because it's not always, sometimes the test is that they're really coming back and you've got to trust and follow your heart. It's really about learning to trust your heart. Okay? And with the clarity you're being offered here, you're going to know what this is. So I'm not sure. It's gonna kick up a lot of dust though, I can tell you that much. So don't get too bored right now. Enjoy the boredom right now, because there's gonna be a lot of dust kicked up in your near future with this Knight of Wands. Okay, look at that. See all that stuff being kicked up by those horse feet? A lot of dust is gonna be kicked up. So just be aware. That's what I got for you. All right, guys, listen. I will be on. I might be on again before Wednesday. You're welcome. I might be on again before Wednesday. I'll let you know that day, like earlier in the day, either in my community. Make sure you check my community section page, or in a video, like a video earlier in the day. If not, Wednesday, if you want to get on the list for Wednesday, like Ken, you were asking, if you want to get on the list for Wednesday, just send your $20 to the Cash App earlier in the day so that you're already on the list. Because even if there's 10 people, if everyone sends it before I come live, I'm going to have to do all 10. So the way to ensure that you're on the list is to send it before I go live at 9 Eastern time on Wednesday. Otherwise, if I go on before there, you'll hear, if you're subscribed, turn on your notifications, and you'll see, I'll do like a video to let you guys know. But most likely I won't be on again until Wednesday night, other than on here doing my general zodiac readings. Okay? You guys have a great Sunday night. Let's make it a nice week. Love you. Oh, Stacy, I'm sorry. I'm glad you said something. Yeah, did anybody else send money that I didn't get on the list? Besides Stacy? I forgot to. Okay, Jody and Stacy. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I thought that. For some reason, I thought Rebecca was the last one. I'm going to do you guys now. So, Jody, is that your question? I'm really glad you guys said something in the chat, because the other night I left and somebody had to message me because I forgot them. I didn't forget them, actually. I just didn't see their name on the list. Okay, so Stacy, let me do Jody's and then we'll get you. What's the guidance for Jody regarding a Virgo? So the future is okay. It's a potentially good future, but there's somebody else in this energy than just the two of you right now, because you've got the Three of Cups and also the Two of Pentacles. This means the energy right now is someone's kind of juggling. It doesn't mean they're juggling you and another person, but they're juggling something. You and something else they're having to juggle. They need some healing. They need this Four of Swords energy, which means they need to be spending some time alone. This person's not ready for a full-on committed relationship with you for whatever reason, but they do have the Knight of Pentacles, so they're moving towards you slowly. And being Virgo, that they're going to be very methodical about their approach to this. But I get the sense that there's an energy of, like, especially with the Knight of Wands here too, this person they've been like dealing with a lot of things without dealing with them, like kind of pushing things to the side. And a big problem with the Two of Pentacles isn't even sometimes the fact that they're juggling. It's the fact that what they're juggling could, like, one person could be just all this stuff from the past, a relationship that they're totally not in anymore, but they just this person hasn't dealt with a lot of things. And that's what the Four of Swords is. See, the card looks kind of dark, but it's like, it's bestowing on them a lot of truth, a lot of light, a lot of understanding. So I feel like if this person can get to business on what they need to be focusing on instead of the distractions, and don't let them use you as a distraction either. If they can get to business on what they need to focus on, wrap up whatever this Nine of Wands cycle represents, then yeah, there's a potential future. But I don't know how long you want to wait for this. And the Knight of Pentacles, you need to be aware, Jody, is a slow-moving energy. That's not someone coming racing in like the Knight of Swords. This is a slow-moving energy, and it may take time to get what you want in this. So you've got to kind of be aware of that. Now, this person is at a better place than they were in the recent past. Both of you seem to be. There's not as much overthinking as there was, so that's good. I think just the situation that we're all going in the world has calmed that down. And I feel like if they are juggling another person, it's not someone they're currently seeing. It's something from the past. So that's good. I think you're going to see a lot of positivity and a lot of happiness and potential to be happy if you don't put too many expectations in this and you just allow this person to move at their own pace. But then you have to ask yourself, is that something you can be okay with, waiting for this person to move at their own pace? And only you can really answer that. You have to decide for yourself, is that something I'm okay with? Can I just be patient enough for this person to move in their own and in divine timing? But also, you need to consider, if things were going perfectly now, well, if things were happening the way you want them to right now, you wouldn't be getting exactly what you want anyway, because this person is in Nine of Wands energy, which is that wounded warrior, just like trying desperately to close something out, but not able to because it's too painful. So it's kind of an energy you want to allow time to pass too. So I would definitely address that within yourself. But yeah, Knight of Pentacles, there is potential and promise for the future, but it's a little bit down the road where it's going to be really nice, or has the potential to be really nice. So I would look at it from that perspective when trying to decide what to do. Three of Cups also feels very celebratory though. So I think you guys have the potential to have a good time in the future too. And even if you're not in a committed relationship with each other, to have a good time together on the way to that. So it feels like there's a lot of potential for happiness and fun depending on how low you can set the, I don't mean to say set the bar low, but not have expectations attached to a person. Just kind of let things flow and happen as they will. But it's harder for us to do that as we go on and on. So you just have to decide if you're able to do that or not, I think. Good luck with that, Jody. Okay. And the other was Stacy. Yeah, sorry, Stacy. Go ahead. What's your question, Stacy? Sorry, Jody. That sucks. Where are things at and heading for my twin flame and I? More than ever. So I'm not surprised the readings are coming out pretty strong. What's going on from Stacy and her twin soul now and in the near future? What was that? Thank you. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. So the big thing I would tell you to work on right now, Stacy, you need to work on the energy of sadness and brokenheartedness and expecting things not to work out, because there's an energy or a certain element of that in your connection, and you don't want that to survive. That's because you've got all these beautiful cards for you guys that I'm about to show you, but this energy is still hanging around. So it's like no matter how good things look in the future, you're still afraid that it's not going to work out. You're afraid you're going to get your heart broken. You're afraid bad things are going to happen. And guys, you know what your fears do? They turn into reality if you give them enough energy. Don't give this any energy. And if there is broken heart energy just hanging around, deal with it. Address it. Speak on it. Ask your guides for help. Release it, release it, release it. You've got such good cards here. You've got the Eight of Pentacles. For twin souls, that means you guys are about ready to start putting work into something that's going to really allow you to show off in a way, because twin souls have this unique ability to affect the world around them in a really exciting way when they're in union. And it's money, honey. Like, you guys can be doing some amazing things, right? I remember Jai told me once, she was like, damn, if you and your twin soul were in union doing your channel together, it would be hot. Like, I was like, kind of like, well, thanks. I guess my channel's not very hot. And she was like, no, but it's just like the two of you together is power. But the thing is, this is power, and it's not about money or power like that. It's when we say that power, it's about soul power. It's like you just see this energy that's so beautiful, and you guys have a chance to move into that. You've also got the Chariot. That's a major arcana. You guys are on the verge of moving forward. And then look, 10 of Pentacles and 2 of Cups. I mean, this is so amazing. This is built for the long haul. And the overall energy is the 6 of Cups, which is about the fact that there's a cyclical, happy, childlike connection here, but it is cyclical. And that's why you need to remember, you don't, because it's cyclical, you don't want to bring the past into this. It's already there. The past is so attached to these twin soul connections. You need to heal from whatever it is so that these cycles can be very positive, very affirming, and very successful and help you move. What you guys put the work into is going to shine. Whether it's your heart space and growing in love, whether it's a business, whether it's making things right with your family and friends, because I know in twin souls there's a tendency for the family and friends of each person to not like the other twin soul, because they see they can sense how big it can be. It scares people. And so the close people to the person want to keep their person the way they were, and so they can sort of blame the person for weird things. It just is what it is. But the thing is, it's a beautiful connection. You're going to put out some really amazing energy. I mean, God, the Chariot. You've done a lot of shadow work, obviously, in the last 6 months or year, and you're coming out of that. It's like a catapult. It pushes you forward in a beautiful way. Allow it to do that. Remember, anytime you spend in this 3 of Swords energy is wasted time at this point. You've already felt this. You've already been through this, and it's time to sort of kiss that goodbye and move into the 10 of Pentacles. That's what Spirit is wanting you guys to do. 2 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. I feel like a lot's changing right now for the better. The Chariot is really ready to move this relationship forward. The only thing that bothers me in this particular 6 of Cups, instead of having 2 people, there's only 1. And she's fantasizing about this person. It's not a bad thing, but it is a representation that there's been too much time spent in fantasy life or in dream world, and not enough in the 3D. And now it's time for this relationship to really come out in the 3D and make some moves, okay? It's time. And it's not you by yourself. It's you two together. But a lot has to change right now. I can sense that too. A lot has to change. A lot is transforming, but a big part of it is about forward movement. So if you know you've done your shadow work and done the sort of balance, straddled that fence between the light and the dark, and you feel comfortable and strong, all good. If there's anything you haven't dealt with, especially represented by this Three of Swords, you need to deal with it now to move forward. Okay? Too many good things here to let this not, to risk anything getting in the way of this potential for literal bliss in this relationship. You don't want that to happen. Okay, Stacy? I think I got everybody. I know I can feel that from the Chariot card for some people, and it felt that way for you too. Like, that is shadow work done right, and it's not done right when you're focusing on it. When it's done right, you just deal with things as they come up, and sometimes it's not being afraid to do it, not being afraid to deal with it, not being afraid to go into it. So that's really good. And some things, listen, some things with the Three of Swords are going to be just brought with you. So you have to be okay with that. But a lot of it you can let go of, and you need to let go of, okay? Yeah, twin soul energy is shifting big right now, Ashley Schmidt. It is shifting big, especially for the divine feminine. And, well, the mass, for the feminine, it's shifting big in her way of being sort of put on her path. If she hasn't been on her path yet, she's really being shown her path. For the masculine, it's a lot of the shifting is happening, I think, attached to like the separation and the energy of quarantine and everything, forcing him to see his life. And is it what he wants, the life he's in right now, or not? And seeing and feeling it in a very in your face way. Yeah, it's Cash App. It's $Ray of Light Tarot, all one word, $Ray of Light Tarot on Cash App. Cash App, you may have to download it if you don't have the application, but it just takes a sec. And yeah, it's easy peasy, but it's just the name of my channel, all one word, $Ray of Light Tarot. All right, you guys, I think that is it. Knock on wood. It's time to go. You guys have a great Monday. Yeah, do that for sure, Stacy. $20 is the charge. You're welcome, Ashley. You guys have a great night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for saying hey. I think I told you guys I'm going to start doing gay tarot readings. I have the gay tarot, and I also have the sexual magic tarot. These are two decks I finally broke out. I hadn't had out in a while. I'm going to start doing readings based on those for fun for the collective. So if you are gay or sexy, you can look forward to that. All right. Nice, Ashley. Nice. I like it. So you'll enjoy them. That's some family right there. All right, y'all. Whether you're family or not, you're all family to me. You guys have a great night. I love you. I mean it. The God in me sees and honors the God in you. Namaste.